This is Urdizzle back with a little supplemental video for Lost Island. There have been a couple posts recently on the Facebook page about Lost Island Hole 7, so I thought I'd do a short little video to show you guys what I've been doing lately. So the disc I use is the Accurate Wind musket, and my aim point for this, I decided to do a little picture here. So you'll notice the middle arrow is even with the target above the basket, and it's just to the right. And then I also put a little bit of left to right turn on it. So my whole goal is to get it to go outside just over the hill there. Occasionally it does clip it and fade back in. I found with this hole, you're not going to get any crazy winds. I don't know if anybody noticed, this is indoors, so you don't get a wind of 3 or 4. It's always winds of 1 or 2, which I think in this one actually it's just a wind of 1. I don't even think you ever get a wind of 2. So I decided to run through 5 of these just to show you a little bit of consistency. So again, same aim point, same turnover, same accurate wind disc. If I throw it correctly, it does just kind of crest the hill there and slide right down. That was perfect. And just to be clear, I don't hit this one 100% of the time. Every now and then I don't get enough turn on it, which it's kind of difficult because you want to turn it over, but you also don't want to leave it way, way right. So there is a tendency, skip off the hill? Nope. So there's a tendency sometimes to not turn it over as much as you need to, and it kind of flexes back too early. I do miss sometimes short left there, but overall this is a pretty consistent hole for me regardless of wind. I think that's one of the reasons why I keep the Accurate Wind musket in the bag as opposed to the Accurate Glide, which I also bag, but the Accurate Roll specifically, which I know a lot of people have switched to. Oh, is this going to hit the hill? Nope, that crested too. Sweet. Because I find the consistency with the wind break, it doesn't have a huge effect, but for me, not really having to worry about the wind as much is quite a big factor. And that's 4. Let's do one more. I kind of want to do one that skips off the hill so you guys can see. So again, same aim point. I will adjust how much I turn it over based on the wind just a little bit. Okay, so right here, I'm going to pause. And so it's going to hit the top of this hill. And this is where I think some of the other discs that people use could cause problems. So some people talked about using the Accurate Roll. So right here, what this one does, it will skip off that and just nicely down there. Sometimes the Glide will actually skip a little higher. The Roll, I'll try to do that here in a second, won't skip at all. Or if it skips, it just gets a tiny little skip and then like rolls down there. So that's 5. Let's kind of switch discs up a little bit here. I don't normally throw this, but let's go with the Accurate Glide musket. And other people, I'm sure, have better aim points. I'm going to kind of use the same idea that I just did for the Accurate Wind, my aim point. Again, I know some other people use this and probably have much better aim points. That's fine. That's not really the purpose of this. But here are the problems that I run into, and I'm going to speed this up to double speed, is that shot right there would have been perfect with my Accurate Wind, but the Glide had too much glide and it kind of hung out to the right. And it just didn't come back in. This is another problem right here where that's a great shot, but then it goes too far and occasionally skips over there. And that doesn't happen very often, but it's enough to be annoying. And then right there, same thing. That would have been a perfect shot with my Accurate Wind, but it was just too high. So I feel like the Accurate Glide, your target is not as wide. And then the Accurate Roll, kind of the same issues, not really gliding too far, but let's try, again, same aim point, which the Accurate Roll should be exactly the same as the Accurate Wind. Obviously, the wind will have a little bit more impact. So right here, my last shot with the Accurate Wind skipped off this hill and just glided down to the basket perfectly. So the thing you have to worry about right there, so I cleared it, but you got to worry about the Accurate Roll. What does it do when it hits that hill? Because it's really hard to get the right amount of turn and the right amount of power, especially into a headwind, even of 1, so that you never ever hit that hill right there. So let's see if we can, okay, so here we got a headwind of 1. Let's see if we can get it now. Same turn, same aim point right here. This is most likely going to clip. Yeah, I think this is going to clip. So right here, it's going to clip the same spot that I did in my 5th shot with the Accurate Wind that I almost hit last throw. And if you notice here, see it skips, and then it just doesn't skip very far. And you may get lucky and get a roll down in there, but to me, that is the biggest issue with using the Accurate Roll, is if you got a headwind, you just may have to worry about not getting the ground play you want it. So again, nothing brand new here, but I just thought I'd give you guys an update and a supplement for hole 7 of Lost Island, and I hope this helps you guys get birdies regularly.